Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. Today we're going to take a look at Awaken, which has some updates, the first of which is a new app icon. Very nice looking app icon, I might say. So, Awaken is a alarm clock for your iPhone or your iPod Touch or for the iPad when it comes out that will allow you to awaken yourself nicely to music that you have selected on your device. So a couple of additions that have been added to this app, one of them that is one of my favorites is being able to scroll up and down for your brightness with your finger. You could just drag up and down to get your brightness. That is a feature that I really like. Now, of course, this app looks great in portrait mode, sitting in a dock as you see it right now. It also looks great in landscape mode as well as we rotate the phone around. Then, of course, we get the contrast adjustment there as well, or brightness adjustment, I mean. So let's go back here. In this mode, we are able to see the menu down at the bottom. So tapping on the alarm, we are able to set many custom alarms to our liking. I have one set for the morning, of course, waking up in the morning to go to the gym, and then sometimes when I take a nap in the evenings or the afternoons, I set one so that I can wake up and, of course, not sleep too far into the evening and ruin the potential sleep for that evening. So I can also set other alarms specifically for days. So let's set up a new one so I could show you how that works. I'm just going to leave this one. I'm going to set it for the weekends. So this will be my weekend alarm. And then I can choose my music, or I can choose from some sound effects that they have built in here. But of course, the best part of this app is being able to choose your music. So I'm going to go ahead and choose. As you can see, I'm looking at basically everything that is in my iPod on my iPhone, and so I could choose from that. So let's go and grab Danu. Danu's good music to wake up to. I'm just going to add both of those albums that I have and hit done. So now it's added both of those albums. Hit back. I can set the volume for waking up, and then I set the time. So let's go ahead and put it at 11:45 and hit save. Now you can see that that clock has been added, and we're looking at the time and the date, and in the right above the time there on the left hand side you can see that there is an alarm set for today. So now my music is starting and fading in. Not only is the music fading in, but the brightness of the screen is fading in as well. You can see that I have the album artwork there. I can stop the alarm, or I could double tap to snooze. I can hit the, if there's volume adjustment available, I can hit that. Or I could turn the clock back on. Let's just go ahead and hit stop. So the sleep timer is also really neat. You're able to set some music to play to fall asleep to, and then you set the timer there so that you can fall asleep to music but actually have it shut off by the time that you assume that you would be asleep. So the sleep timer is really neat. It sets up basically like setting up an alarm with selecting your music. Now in the settings, there's some new settings, and then of course some settings that are still great. I like the ability to stop the music on quit, but you can turn that off as well. So of course this application has to be running for the alarm to work. If you quit the application, of course the alarm won't be able to sound. But if your alarm goes off and you feel that there's the potential of you hitting the home button on your phone, which would close the application, you could turn this option off, and then your music would continue to play. And of course, as the music continues to play, you would have to then go into your iPod, turn off the music that way, and probably by the time that you figured out all that stuff, you'd be awake. So it also has a flashlight. All we have to do when we're in clock mode is shake to toggle the flashlight. We have different clock styles. We have a new amber LCD, and the flip clock is now also animated. So now when the clock changes, the time the little flap animates down, so that's really neat as well. So we have different styles that have been added that are nice. We could turn off display album artwork. We can have it shuffle our music. Now, there used to be a 75 song limit with adding songs to your alarm. That has been removed, so now if you were to add a bunch of music and put it on shuffle, you would have different music to wake up to every day. I have snooze set to 10 minutes. I like the fade in volume and the fade in brightness. As I mentioned when we showed the alarm there, fading the volume in, fading the brightness in kind of allows you to wake up a little more gently, especially if you have some music that kind of starts abruptly. You're not going to be kind of jolted out of bed. You can have it fade in, which is really nice, and I have the fade duration set to 1 minute. We also have some sleep timer settings right here as well, which we can turn on or off. So going into clock here, of course, while we're in clock, if I was to shake the phone, you can see that this is what we get for our flashlight. And I can tap to get different styles as well. And we have this red one, which is a new addition as well. So we have not only just a white light, but a red light also. And then you just click turn off to turn it off. So this is probably the best application as far as alarms go. There aren't many even standard alarm clocks you can buy that have this type of functionality. I have an iHome little alarm clock that I can dock my iPhone with, and I can use Awaken with that, even though it's not it gives me that little warning saying that this device doesn't work with the iPhone. It works just fine. I've used Awaken for my alarm clock on top of my little iHome speaker thing for probably about 3 months now, and it works fine every single day. So this app works great on the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and then they are also working on a revised version for the iPad when the iPad comes out. So definitely get this application, especially being that the sale is still going on for 99 cents. It's an extremely low price for such a great app, so get it today.